So this is a Dynamax Zapdos Solo attempt, and it's sunny weather for this, so I don't have any boosted moves. My Excadrills are using Metal Claw. Um, it does a little more damage to the Zapdos than Mudshot, and takes the same amount of time. So both of them charge up the max meter just as quickly as each other, so there's not really much difference. Okay, so this Zapdos has Thunderbolt as its like non-targeted attack, and then Ancient Power is the dodgeable one, which we just saw there. I was able to dodge it. So at the moment I'm just trying to get to that full max meter. So as you can see, I'm not even throwing these rock slides because I just want to get there as fast as possible. At this point I'm swapping because this drill has level 3 max moves, and because of that targeted Ancient Power that's dodgeable, I'm shielding up because that's going to make it more likely that it throws the Ancient Power, which drill double resists, and this just means that I can kind of protect myself by causing it to throw as many dodgeable resisted moves as possible. Double resisted, sorry. Obviously Thunderbolt is resisted, but it's single resisted, and Zapdos is electric type, so it has stab, same type attack bonus, so it does a lot more damage basically. So yeah, once you shield yourself, it makes it much more likely that the boss will target you. So that works in group battles to protect your friends. I didn't get to do that dodge. That was because I thought I could charge the max meter fully in time, and I did manage it. And if a move fails to hit you and you go into the Dynamax phase, it just gets cancelled. So that was why I just kept tapping. And I've swapped in my Gengar. So I have actually seen somebody manage to do this with a Dynamax Gengar if you don't have the Gigantamax version. You just need to play it quite skillfully. But yeah, it's definitely possible with both types. So you can do a full Dynamax only version. I was just struggling and running out of time a little bit, so I wanted to just use the more powerful option because I did have it. I completely ruined that dodge. I don't think it worked at all. I think because I swiped over for the orb, I swiped over a little bit too early, and it basically takes your first input. So here we go. Both my drills are almost dead. They can't tank a move, I don't think. So I'm going to have to heal and shield again. I really wanted to attack with the Gengar, but unfortunately wasn't able to. So yeah, we're going to heal once and then put 2 shields up, which just feels really, really scary. Again, the shields are just to try and draw those ancient powers. So I dodge. What I'm trying to do, I have heard that the dodging, when the lines show up, it's more effective if you swipe towards the end of that period rather than at the beginning. I'm not completely sure of the timings on it all. But yeah, so that was my plan, to just try and like wait a little bit, like watch for the lines, pause, then swipe. And I'm also trying very hard to not be busy at that point as well. that was a real mistake. No, the ancient power didn't hit me, so this is fine. I am actually at this point swapping the Gengar in, and this is probably a big mistake. So as you can see, both my Excadrills, they are shieldless, and they're also very low on health. So I'm like, okay, I really want to do some damage, but I can't do that much damage. So let's shield the Gengar to draw an ancient power and then swap catch on an Excadrill. So this is going to be interesting to see if I can save myself. So we dodge, we swap catch, and I'm spamming the rock slide because I'm like, well, I might as well throw these because it's almost dead. And then I'm like, ooh, I lived. Let's see if we can... I think it must have like 1 HP. Probably should have thrown the rock slides, but at this point I'm just like, keep tapping, keep tapping. I swap in the Gengar here to catch the Thunderbolt. Yikes! And I'm just trying to race to that phase. It says that Zapdos is getting desperate now. We sacrifice the drill and we charge up, and now it's like, okay, it's got to die in this Dynamax phase because everything is dead and I'm not going to live. So yeah, and when it says getting desperate, that means that it's going to just murder me anyway. So here we go. I think this does, yeah, it just needs that third one, just a tiny sliver of health left. So yeah, that was very much kill or be killed at that point. I definitely made the most of my HP on everything. Yeah, it wasn't very comfortable, this solo. I definitely made some mistakes and I definitely could do it more smoothly. Like I say, it's very possible to do this with level 40 Excadrills and a Dynamax Gengar rather than the Gigantamax that I used. Other options are Lapras, if you have the Gigantamax Lapras, and Cryogonal. And I've also seen somebody use a Metagross in Windy with Psychic moves. So there's that as well. So there's lots of options, a little bit like Articuno. Yeah, so do give it a try.